That man killed in a skydiving incident on an area lake had thousands of jumps under his belt. We are learning more about him this evening as the investigation continues into what went wrong. Good evening, everyone. Still plenty of unanswered questions as to how two skydivers ended up in Lake Butimore yesterday.
They were blown about 1.5 miles off course. Now, the two were taking part in what's called a tandem jump, and they were supposed to be landing near the airport in Omro. Instead, they landed in the water near the Leonard Point Road boat launch. One person, the student, was able to swim to shore safely. Fox 11's Chad Dorn has more about the skydiver who died and the investigation into his death.
The jump from Skydive Adventure in Omro Tuesday was one of more than 5,000 for 55-year-old instructor Paul Olson. But this jump would be his last.
He had some experience, however, the environment was such that it put him into a very precarious situation.
Strong winds carried Olson and another man in a tandem jump roughly 500 yards offshore in Lake Butimore. An autopsy shows Olson drowned.
I think weather played a big role in this. I recall prior to the being notified about that time frame, I remember a pretty large storm cell moving into the area.
The Federal Aviation Administration is also investigating. A spokesperson told Fox 11 the agency will be looking at how the main and reserve chutes were packed. The FAA will also investigate if the pilot was licensed and up to date on qualifications. Finally, the agency will look at the rules of flight associated with the jump. That could include how the pilot, skydivers, and the company reacted to the weather conditions at the time of the jump.
The investigation is underway, so those facts will become known during the investigation.
A woman who answered the phone at the skydiving company said they had no comment other than to say they're extremely devastated by what happened. Investigators say they also plan to review communications between the air traffic control tower in Milwaukee and the pilot as part of the investigation into Olson's death. They say that could take several more days to complete. In Omro, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
Now, according to the United States Parachute Association, parachuting is a relatively safe sport. The association says in 2012 there were 19 fatalities in 3.1 million jumps. That's an average of 1 fatality in every 163,000 jumps. The association says tandem jumps have even fewer fatalities over the last 10 years.